So guys, sometimes I like to come out here for lunch. You know, I'll get a little burger or a brisket, and I kind of just sit down and enjoy it. I mean, look, it's just this view is just beautiful. I mean, you got the fountains, you got the St. Cathedral, the most famous church in San Antonio. Actually, when my grandma passed away about 10 years ago, I believe, we actually had the mass here, so it was pretty cool. But I walk in there from time to time, you know what I mean? It's nice and quiet. It's good to go in there and just kind of get away and just pray a little bit. All right, guys, this is journey video 2, kind of talking about what I've been up to since the last journey video that we did. The last journey video that we did, I introduced you guys to me leaving HEB after 12 years. I introduced you to where I'm at now, you know, where the team's at, working at Geekdom. And so I kind of wanted to just do a follow-up. The last time I did a journey video was basically it was in October, so it's been about 2.5 months. And I've experienced a lot more in 2.5 months, I'll be honest. Had a lot of potential closings that didn't go my way. You know, I was expecting to make some deals happen, make some money, and they just didn't go my way. And they didn't go my way, for one, because there was issues with the title. You know, we had a house catch fire on a closing that we were gonna do. It's like everything, I was doing everything right that I could possibly do, and it's just, you know, I say I don't like to believe in bad luck, but in these particular cases, it was just bad luck. And, you know, I was down. I was really down, and, you know, I have a good team to support me. You know, I have, you know, I had to sell a couple things. You know, I had to sell my pool table. I had to sell a couple of stuff just to get by. You know, and it kind of sucked. You know, I had to borrow money from my dad, and it was tough. You know, most people would have given up. But I had a good team behind me, and because I stuck with it, I was able to basically get out of a hole that I was in. You know, I had a lot of people that just like, why don't you just go back to work? Why don't you just go back to work? And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to work for anybody. You know, I had bigger goals, and sometimes you have to take a step back to take a big step forward. So with that being said, I just stay consistent, stay persistent. I started actually doing also on my spare time. I also do Shipt, which is basically it's like Uber for grocery shopping. So basically, a customer uploads their order on HEB app or whatever, and I basically go to the store and I shop for the order, and I deliver it to their house. And each order is about between $14-15 an hour. With tips and whatnot. So, you know, doing that, I'll do that, you know, a little bit in the morning, 2 hours in the morning, and then I come down to the office. I'm doing real estate from like 9 to 3, 9 to 4, and then I leave, and then I do about maybe 2 more orders are shipped. And what that does, it allows to have a consistent income, because in this business, in real estate, nothing is consistent. It's basically, you know, you have to hustle to make it. You have to hustle to make it. And so I've just learned a lot about myself and what I need to do in order to make it happen. I even put one of my rooms on Airbnb, and to try to rent it out. I haven't had any hits on it yet, so I need to go back and revisit that. I think I have the price a little too high. But the point is, now I'm always thinking, how can I make money? How can I make money? How can I make money? Even the other day, I was telling my friend, I was like, dude, I have all these freaking these chairs and these tables in my garage. Why don't I just start renting them out? So he's like, you should. I'm like, yeah, I could rent them out, make a little bit more money, buy some more, and then just have like a renting business on the side. You know, I was even thinking, I have all this space in my garage now that I got rid of my pool table. Maybe I can, you know, rent out my garage for storage. You know, instead of a storage unit, somebody can use my garage to rent. You know, kind of like Airbnb for garages. So there's just been a lot that I've gone through, and it's just tough. You know, there's been times where I just was like, what am I doing? And there was times where I was looking on Craigslist to see how I can make a quick buck. There was times out, you know, to see what job openings there were on Craigslist that can make me $100, you know, whatever, a day or whatever. And so it was tough, but I stayed persistent. And basically, I had hope from a friend on a deal, 2 wholesale deals that we actually were able to close on. Basically, last week, I had 3 closings, just one after another, boom, boom, boom. Before that, I actually had 1 closing, and it was right after September. But that one, that one too was an issue. We closed on it, but basically my fee got cut down to like $500. It was just crazy. But then these three came along, and so this first one that was from another wholesaler, we basically were able to contract it. We were able to find a buyer. We did everything we could. But then it came down to the fence line. Basically, the neighbor wanted to sue the homeowner because of the fence. And again, another issue that's out of my control. But you know what? We made it happen. We found a solution. We came down on our fee. The wholesaler came down on his fee. The buyer was willing to go ahead and pay whatever we came down, and so we made it happen. But again, it was a struggle just to make that one happen. Then we had another one. I had another wholesaler reach out to me. He said, hey man, can you find me a buyer? We found him a buyer. And that one was smooth. That one was my first one where there was no issues at all. So that was my first good closing with no issues, no title issues, no neighbor issues, fence line, all this, no liens, no nothing. Then we had another one that finally closed that we had started working on 3 months ago. And that one, I honestly, guys, I thought that one was done. I just didn't think it was going to happen. I did not think it was going to happen. So when I was looking at my bills and when I was looking at all my things, I was like, okay, this one closed. Man, I still need to make this much. I still need to make this much to get to January. And out of nowhere, this one from 3 months ago came back to life. And we basically were able to make it happen. And so that one closed. And so then that one ended up allowing me to move forward. And basically now I have two more on contract. Another one that we thought we were gonna lose. We ended up finding a buyer last minute, and it looks like we may be able to close on this one on the 29th. So that would be 4 closings the month of December. So I went from one closing in September, dead in October and November. I was like freaking out, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But I'm just so glad that during those 2 months I had great support, from my family, from my friends, to just kind of, they knew that I would get over the hump, and they were willing to help me get over that hump. And that's what you need. You need people. You need people that are going to be there to support you and be there with you, not people that are going to be like, why are you still trying? Why are you still trying? You need people to be like, keep trying, I got you, keep trying, I got you. So I could potentially close on 4 deals this month. We have a duplex on contract, that one too. So basically, all it took was one deal in December to happen, and another one, and another one, and another one. Now I'm already looking at 4 just in the month of December, and now I'm already looking at 2 potentials in the month of January. And so now, basically, what this one started just trickled. It just started a trickle effect. And all my hard work that I put in from September, October, November, all that work, even though I didn't have no deals going on or nothing really going on, all that work is now starting to catch up to me. And then, honestly, last week I was kind of overwhelmed because I had 3 closings. I had to do all this paperwork. I had to call these people. It was just like, typically you don't have 3 closings in 1 week. And so, I mean, I just feel blessed. I go to church. I pray a lot, and if it wasn't for church, if it wasn't for my family, if it wasn't for my friends, if it wasn't for the team at HILCO, I would be so lost and I wouldn't be where I'm at. I look forward to 2018 because this year is ending with a bang. Basically, I went out with a bang, and so it's allowing me to have the month of January go good. Basically, I'm starting the new year off right, to where I'm already got some stuff in the pipeline that I'm working, and my goal for 2018. My big goals for 2018 is to basically get some private money lenders, hard money lenders, just to try to get some private money lenders, because what I want to do is I want to get my first 2 or 3 rental properties that I can cash flow, that I can rent, I can buy, fix up a little bit and rent them out. That's my goal for 2018. And so, I look forward to the new year. I feel blessed. It's Christmas time. I got blessed a lot right now during Christmas, and I just want to thank everybody for the support, and thank everybody for continuing to follow me in my journey, and to see where I end up in 2018. And if you have any questions or you're going through anything, let me know, because I've been through it. I've struggled. So let me know, guys. I'm open to anything.